Hello, you there? There you go. Let me check how bad the delay is on this. So yeah, I'll start reading at 5. Now I'm just checking to make sure everything's working and all that.
We better get that dish in that front here. They're over there looking at the. Oh my god! I didn't even realize that. They completely ripped the book from the front.
Just to let you know, I'm live right now.
Oh, I knew that.
Guys.
They ripped the bushes, I guess. I remember the dude that was supposed to there. They probably thought he'd have been blew up when that car first hit that zone. Some butter is bread, woman.
Okay. So how bad is the delay this time? It's about a 40-minute. Hey. Guys, I'm live on there right now. So don't say anything too outlandish, okay? This is the kind of stuff I have to deal with at this time. Why? Why do I have to deal with it? That's embarrassing. No, forget this. I'm just deleting that. No. I give up with that. Hey, try not to have anything you're watching too loud either.
Oh yeah, we're just not allowed to do nothing.
No, just if you're doing it, do it in another room. That's all I'm saying. Please.
And how long are you going to be live for?
Don't know.
It's the perfect time to do it.
I picked 5.
It's not 5.
It's almost 5, and I go live 5 minutes before I actually start.
It's not 5 yet.
I don't care. If I say 5, it's 4:55. You know how this works. Anyways, blah blah blah. Anyways, today I'm going to be reading Type 2K15 Windstorm. And now that we got... And hopefully that nobody ends up complaining in the middle of the bloody reading. Anyways, let me start. Now this is going to be hilarious. This part's hilarious, isn't it? It is 2019. Yep. So much for being called Type 2K15, am I right? A brown horse with severe anger problems named Mr. Hoofman arrives at a near-lifeless planet in a distant universe. What in the... What happened here? Mr. Hoofman yelled. We failed to stop a robot, Master. He destroyed most of us with tornadoes, a robot named Rock said. Robot Master! We just got away from Doctor Who references! So you get Mega Man references? Is that hunk of junk near you okay? Mr. Hoofman yelled. He walked up to a pile of scrap, and there was a flash. There's still hope, Rock says. Does the katana shell come? Mr. Hoofman asks. No, Rock replied. A voice said, I have defeated all 8 of the people, but I lack the power to defeat this new enemy. I can change the future, I just need more power. Okay, Mr. Hoofman said, and then he yelled, Hey, Zane! What? He responded. Get over here, Mr. Hoofman replied. Okay, King, I'll do that, and then I'll cook you dinner, and then I'll give you a gotcha because you're the king of the whole bloody universe, Zapin shouted in anger. Overreaction much? Anyways, I'll now telepathically tell you what happened. Oh, by the way, I added a little thingy. Can you see it? That's the quote that Zapin just said. Ow, my dude's Zapion. That voice has hurt my throat. Good thing we're not going to be seeing those 2 characters for a while. Anyways, part 1. Got beef? There's my drawing, Bruce. In October 2015, what, we just traveled back in time in the universe? A boy named Zane ended up in a strange dimension named the Teleport Area. He traveled through it until he found the main hub. A pink Mexican monkey said, Hola! Welcome to Pink Monkey Town, and you're an illegal immigrant, but we monkeys do not enforce these laws. What country is this part of? Zane asked. Oh, this area is part of Mexico, the monkey responded. Zane walked into a large area, and a pink Mexican monkey said, Hola, I'm Dirdio, and I am from another universe. I'll help you if needed, but if it is too much for me, I will call Mr. Hoofman. There are 8 people who have gotten powers as well as you. They were sent by Dr. Light to destroy the world. They are Bruce Strong, Abby Fritz, Kelly Sparks, an abomination called Don Murtank, Mr. Ryan, Corey Williams, Segata Sanchiro, and you from my universe, and they are only rivaled by the robot that leads them named Rock. There was some explosion in the wait, what? Well, you just got interrupted. The story just got interrupted by a blank page. Hey, you found a blank page. Since you were here, I'll tell you that this is based off one of my games in early 2015 and blah blah. You should already know that. If you don't know that, I'm surprised you're even watching us, to be honest. We could be watching this for my wonderful voice. Just kidding. The voice can't be that wonderful. Yeah, we know we stumbled on a secret page. Anyways, in the distance, that's what it was. Oh no! Hurry! The monkey in the Frederick area is being killed. Oh, that was still part of the okay. That's still part of the text. I thought I saw a quotation mark. Sorry. There you say. Zane then ran to the Frederick area, and the monkey there said weakly, "A tough man beat me up. I'm dying. You're the last. I will be." You mean you will use the last of... Okay, it says, I will use the last of my power to send you to where he is. He must be stopped at all costs. The monkey then teleported Zane to Frederick. Uh-oh, this isn't good, Zane said. A cry was heard. Help! I'm being attacked! Oh dear, I have to help her, Zane said. He then went inside the closed school and went into the basement. He then went through the tunnels and was greeted by a bully. Hi there, Pipsqueak! I'm gonna beat you to a pulp! He said. He tried to punch Zane, but his 3DS blocked his attack, smashing the handheld to pieces. Zane then used a handle he broke off of a basket one time and whacked him in the head and somehow sliced him in two. Zane went to the room he was blocking, and a thug said, Do you have any idea where you are? The thug school? Zane said. Wow! How did you know? The thug said in response. Zane then saw a girl being cornered by the muscular giant known as Bruce Strong. Zane walked up to him, and the girl said, Someone's finally here to help me. Bruce turned and yelled, Who are you? What are you doing here? I am Zane, and I will destroy you, Zane yelled back. You think you could beat me, Bruce the muscular giant? I will beat you until you turn white as Casper the Ghost, just for thinking that you can try to beat me, Bruce yelled in anger. Oh yeah? Take it on, Zane said. Bruce punched Zane. Oh no, the girl said. Didn't even feel it, Zane said. What? But how? Okay, it's time for the super great punch. Super great to punchy, Bruce said before delivering a massive blow. Ow, that one hurt. Okay, take this, Zane said before hitting him right in the head with a basket handle. Youch, she said. The girl then stabbed Bruce in the back with a heavy sword. Gah, you killed me, he said. He then dropped to the ground, dead. I won! She killed him, Zane said. Zane then went to the girl. This is a blonde-haired girl, Zane knows, named Amanda. Thank you. You have gotten his ability. Now say, Typu 2 Transformu, she said. Typu 2 Transformu, Zane said. Zane's hair turned lighter brown and his eyes turned brown. His 3DS was repaired and he felt stronger. Huh? I changed, Zane said. Yes, in this form you can use Super Great Punch. But for now, Teleport Hana, Amanda said. Zane then ended up in the teleport area. Amanda replaced the dead monkey. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I need to grab myself something to drink. Yeah. Man, some of those voices really did a number on my voice. I'm getting myself a bottle of water. Some of those voices hurt my throat more than I thought they would. First time for everything. That's the quickest that's really happened. Dirtio the Pink Mexican Monkey. Oh wait, these are cards. Yeah. These are based off the cards anyways. He is a... See, it's like they look like this. I'm gonna just read them. Dirtio Pink Mexican Monkey. He is a pink monkey from another universe, Mexico. He uses a judo whip to attack people and wears a sombrero. He is known for helping Mr. Hoffman defeat the killer space cows, but they are now rivals. Born March 23rd, 1992. Bruce the Muscular Giant. He trained real hard and ate a special food that made him really strong, but then he was knocked out by Chuck Norris, making him the angriest man alive. He uses his fists and trains with a punching bag with a portrait of Chuck Norris on it. He uses an ability called Super Great Punch. Born November 8th, 1980. Part 2. Frederick is flooding! Yep, there's Abby. Zane went to the central hub, and Dirtio told him, I see you have defeated Bruce. Now you have to head back to Frederick to fight Abby, so make sure Amanda teleports you to the right area. Zane walked back to Amanda and he asked, "Are you ready to go to Frederick?" Oh, she asked, "Are you ready to go to Frederick?" Okay. I thought it was Zane saying it, but it was actually Amanda. "Yes," Zane said. Amanda then teleported Zane. When he got there, the creek was overflowing. He then took a boat to the other side of the creek and found a stairwell. He walked into it and he was in the sewers. "Okay, let's just get this over with," Zane said. He traversed through the sewers until he found a control room. And there was a person who controlled the creek on the ground, dead. Zane walked up to the orb that controls the creek and touched the orb that controls the creek, and by touching and touched it would fix the creek. Okay, I think I might have been reading that weirdly. Either that or I really repeated myself like that, if so that's embarrassing. Zane tried to leave, but a black-haired girl was in the way. This was Abby. "What? I thought for certain that the rats would kill you," she said. "There are rats?" Zane said in surprise. "You fixed the creek, didn't you?" Abby said. "Yes," Zane responded. "For that you must die," Abby said. "I will defeat you," Zane yelled. "Remember your rule number 1 in fights?" Abby said. "Oh shoot, rule number 1, you must never, and I mean never, hit a girl. Applies to boys only." A voice then said, "Teleport Hannah!" "It's Amanda," Zane said. "What?" Abby said in shock before they were sent to the teleport area. They appeared in front of Dirdio. "You still can't attack me," Abby said. "He doesn't have to. The gravity here is 20G. I'm guessing that's Dirdio saying that. Abby then said, "Kurohomura no Kogeki." A black flame came out of her hand and hit Zane. "I have to admit you have some cold fire," Zane said. Abby then died from the gravity. "Good job. I have just found out about the total transformation. Say Sohenyo." After the first part, Dirty said, "Okay, Type 2 Transformo, Sohenyo!" Zane shouted. And that's the end of part 2. This is actually an 8-part story, so I'm only a quarter of the way through. Oh man, I'm only a quarter of the way through! It's already been 12 minutes. Oh boy, I picked a long one, didn't I? Abby, the friend of Zane. She was a friend of Zane before he moved, and she was brainwashed by Rock and gained fiery powers. She attacks with the fire staff and uses an ability called Attack with Black Flame. Born? Unknown. What? I don't know when she was born. Amanda. Amanda is a friend of Zane from another universe. She attacks with a heavy sword with the name Wilburn carved in it. She runs the Frederick part of the teleport area. No born part is even listed on there, like, weird. Most of them list born on there, but this one doesn't. Amanda's doesn't. Okay. Part 3, the Girly Club. That looks very girly, doesn't it? Lightning everywhere! That's totally girly. Anyways. Zane had transformed into Abby's body. "It worked," Zane said. "Yep, and the funny thing is that you will have to go through the entire next area in that form because of, well, rule number 1. Dirty said. "Oh well," Zane said. "Oh, and eat this. It's a formula that makes it so electricity does less damage to you. This is important because the place you're going to, the Girly Club, the girls there have tase guns," Dirty said before giving him the formula. Zane ate it and went to the area right next to the hub. "Hola! This is the Girly Club area. Are you ready?" the monkey there asked. "Yes," Zane said. Zane was then teleported to an area in the country with a huge building, and Zane saw an injured Hoovian that said, "Do I even need to tell you what they did to me?" Zane walked into the building and talked to the girl at the desk. She said, "Hello, welcome to the Lightning Club. You're allowed in because you're a girl." The staircase is by the fireplace. Zane then went down the stairs. A girl at the bottom said, "Hello, be good, and you'll love it here. Be bad, and guess what happens?" "You'll kick me out?" Zane said, "Nope, we'll kill you with our tase guns." What the universe? Sometimes I'm just losing my mind at it. Sorry if you guys can't see me, but the camera is not the best angle, so... Anyways... Okay, where was I? Zane walked downstairs and saw Amanda trying to get the girls on their phone out of the way. Sergio told me to tell you to talk to an orange cat in here. He will help you take care of the girls, Amanda said. "Shh, they'll hear you," Zane whispered. "No, they won't. Facebook has practically stolen their lives away. This is a building literally made so they can't be stopped from using Facebook." BRB. Too much yamming. Where's one? I know this did not approve of me yapping this much, apparently. That's what just happened, so... This is a building that was literally made so they can't be stopped from using Facebook. Zane walked back upstairs and found another stairway. At the bottom, he found an orange cat with blue eyes. "What fools! They let me in just because I was a cat. Want to know a secret?" the cat asked. "Sure," Zane said. "I'm a boy!" the cat yelled. "As a matter of fact, I am Orange Wilburn. Here, this is an aura detecting fire that will only kill the girls blocking the path. Go on," Orange said as he gave Zane a blue fireball. Zane went back to Amanda, and the fireball burned the girls to ash. Zane sees a blonde-haired girl and says, "So it's you, Kelly. We meet at last." "What? No, Kelly's my twin. My name is Samantha. Oh, and I see those girls are dead, so you must die." Samantha attempted to tase Zane. The gun died, and Zane was not harmed. "Your power is off the charts. Aura detection Hana!" she yelled. She then learned literally everything about Zane. "Everything makes a whole lot more sense now. You're here to kill Kelly. You'll never find her," Samantha said. Zane then heard a soft voice that said, Come to me. I know where she is." Zane then went upstairs and found yet another staircase and went down it. At the bottom was a yellow cat with green eyes that produced light. He was by a hole, and he said, "You see that down there?" "Yes, but what is it?" Zane asked. That's the caves. I'll send you down there. Are you ready?" he said. "Sure. Oh, by the way, who are you?" Zane said. "I am Sam." "Now, teleport Hana," Sam said before teleporting him to the caves. Zane then went through the caves, and at the bottom he found an alien, a cow with big red eyes. Tell me if that sounds familiar to any of you. Tell me. "I am a killer space cow. Kelly has ordered me to kill you," the cow said. "Kamahora no Kugeki," Zane said before shooting black flame, killing the killer space cow. Zane then followed the path into a room filled with clocks, and at the end was Kelly. "So you have come to see me? Okay, I'll tell you why I like electricity. It's simple. While all the other girls are in love with their iPods and such, so out of date, I have found love in 3 things: clocks, swords, and tasers. So I made a tase gun for all the members here. But I'm not really the club leader. The real club leader is Dr. Light," she said. "Wait, I'm getting a message from Rock's new allies." A deep voice had said, "Hello, I am the king of the killer space cows. This boy has killed one of my soldiers, and I mean boy, even though he is transformed into the body of a girl. He also killed Bruce and Abby, and..." "What's wrong?" Kelly said. "He's right in front of you," the voice said. She knows, Zane said. Fool, do you really think you can defeat Rock's 8 subordinates? I will electrocute you, Kelly said before yelling, Rakurai Kogeki! A lightning bolt hit Zane but did nothing. Then a big yellow blast hit her, nearly killing her. Zane then killed her with attack of the black flame. Well, me and Orange are going back to our universe now. Bye, Sam said. Zane then turned back to normal and said, Type 2 Transformo. Sohenyo! Zane then transformed into Kelly's body. Hey, it worked, Zane said. Teleport Hana! Dirty shouted, sending Zane to the teleport area. Let me get another... Why should I even close it? Hey, 20 minutes. It's time for the cards of this part. Okay. Kelly, the girly electrocutor, and Samantha. They were girls who just used their iPods until they decided one day to make an electricity club. Kelly attacks with a sword and a tase gun using an ability called Lightning Strike. Samantha has a tase gun as well, but prefers not to fight. Born June 20th, 1999. Twins. Sam the Mammalian Savior. He is a cat from another universe who is a god. He can turn Super Momu and use Holy Beams, Holy Blast, and Eye Beams. He is also royalty. Born January 1st, 1986. Part 4, 2 and 1. Don Mertink and Mr. Ryan. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay. How do I hold this? See Orange sneaking his little head in there. Sneaking his little tiny head. Okay. Zane walked back to Dirdio and he said, So I see you have defeated Kelly. Now you have to go to the nighttime forest area and defeat Don Mertank to get through the forest to go through the cat military base to defeat Mr. Ryan. Good luck! Zane walked to the nighttime forest area, and a monkey there said, Hola! This is the nighttime forest area. Are you ready? Yes, Zane said. The monkey then teleported Zane to the dark forest known as Nighttime Forest. It was full of killer space cows, and Zane carefully navigated it, and within an hour, he reached a line of killer space cows blocking the way. Zane then turned normal and turned to Abby's body. Zane then walked to one and it said, Welcome. We are the Cow Quad. Or as this one guy calls us, the Cow Centipede. You will be killed now. Zane then used Attack of the Black Flame and killed the 4. Behind them was a statue. Zane touched it and it was re-energized. Zane tried to walk out of the forest, but Don Mertank leaped up and said, Arrgh! It threw an attack at Zane with its mind. Zane transformed into normal and then transformed to Kelly's body. Zane then yelled, Rakurai Kogeki! Zane then yelled, I'm reading the same line again. I'm supposed to say, and shot a lightning bolt at the abomination, electrocuting it. Zane then walked out of the forest. Zane then turned back to Abby's body, and 11 cats shouted, Intruder! Torms! That's funny. Zane then used Attack of the Black Flame, killing them. He then entered the cat military base. Zane then went in and defeated any cats blocking his way until he found some stairs. Zane walked up to them and saw Samantha. Samantha, what are you doing here? Zane asked. I'm here to tell you that Mr. Ryan is weak to Super Great Punch. Transform into that form and that will power up. Zane turned back to normal and turned into Bruce's body. Samantha then powered him up. Now he won't stand a chance, Samantha said. Zane then entered the top room and walked to Mr. Ryan. Huh? Who are you? Mr. Ryan said. They then heard Orange's voice saying, He's Zane. Kill him. How could you, Orange? Zane said. Ha! You're not going to last long, Mr. Ryan said. Mr. Ryan then sent an army of cats at Zane, but he punched them away. Zane then yelled, Super great to punchy, and punched Mr. Ryan. Well, I'm defeated, Mr. Ryan said before he died. How could you do this, Orange, you traitor? Zane shouted. Dirty then teleported Zane to the teleport area. Oh no! Almost all the monkeys in the air almost all the monkeys have been petrified, and Amanda, she's petrified too. For those of you who don't know what that means, it means they've been turned to stone. Yeah, they have been turned to stone. Okay. Now time for the cards. Don Mertank, the psychic hybrid. There's a man named Donnie, a cat named Merlin, and a dog named Tank. And then Dr. Light fused the three together. It uses psychic abilities to attack. Born September 24th, 2015. Mr. Ryan, a cat army general. He was a cool middle school history teacher, and then they got a dog fur robe and put it on, and then all the cats became loyal to him. He does not attack, but rather his army of cats attack for him. Born in 1985/1986. I don't remember the specific birthday. Part 5, the end of Dirtio. Look at that. Why is Dirtio so big? Dirtio's not that big! Man, Dirtio has put on some weight. He needs to chill out and eating all those tacos, man. Eating too many tacos. That's what happens when you eat too many tacos. You grow huge and turn to stone. Maybe not. You just grow huge. And by huge, I mean fat. Anyways. Zane walked to the main hub and saw a Dirtio was cornered by a man with brown hair, brown eyes, and a Z on his shirt, and said, "You think you're tough enough to stop me? You might as well go back to the Martinsburg area from whence you came, because you're a West Virginian piece of garbage, and if you don't go home, I'll turn you to stone like everyone else." Dirty then said, "Do it! Save yourself!" Zane began to run, and the man said, "Quiet, you!" and turned Dirty to stone. Zane ran to the Martinsburg area, and the monkey there said, "Hola, this is the Martinsburg area, but I'm teleporting you to Mirror Lake instead. Teleport Hana!" The monkey then teleported Zane to Mirror Lake, which froze over earlier than usual. Zane jumped in a hole in the lake and landed in the temple underneath the lake. There was a woman at the end. Does it mean at the entrance? At the entrance, and then she said, "Why did he decide to come down here? It's below zero and it's wet." "It's below zero?" Zane said. He then transformed out of his body. He created a black flame and said, "Hold this. What's your name?" Zane said, as he gave her the black flame. "I'm Kristen," she said. "Corey's here, isn't he?" Zane said. He created another black flame and held it as he went through the temple. Zane got to the bottom and found 4 killer space cows and a cow with yellow eyes, and said, "I am a killer cow commander, and I must guard Corey. Prepare to meet Bruce, Abby, Kelly, Don Mertank, Mr. Ryan, Dirtio, Amanda, and the pink Mexican monkeys, and a sewers worker on once again, because you're going to die." Zane tossed a black flame at them and killed them. Zane saw an injured man. He used the last of his strength to power them up. He walked up to Corey and he said, "Who are you, a scuba diver?" Then a man's voice said, "Nope, that's Zane who defeated Bruce, Abby, Kelly, Don Mertank, and Mr. Ryan." Corey then said, "If that's the case, prepare to face dude like hella." I can't believe I'm fighting you of all people. Oh well. "Kurahumura no Kageki," Zane said. Bear with me while I try to say this. "Ekusu tori no Numbori Zado Ataku." That is hard to say. Corey shouted. Black Flame and Extreme Blizzard canceled each other out. Corey was out of energy, and then Zane sent another black flame at him. "Oh, I guess this is my last day," Corey said before he died. They keep making me kill my favorite people. That I will I tell you, at all costs, whoever's doing this, I will destroy you, Zane shouted. Teleport Hana, the man said as he teleported Zane. Corey the Alaskan vlogging Kristen. These are the cards, by the way. Corey was born in Los Angeles and moved to Alaska. He had become so adjusted to the weather that 0 degrees feels like a spring breeze to him. He is also called Dude Like Hella. He attacks with an axe and uses an ability called Extreme Blizzard Attack. Kristen is his wife. Born unknown. Orange the Betrayal God. Orange is from another universe and was born before the universe was even created. His daughter is Amanda, and he is rivals with Sam. He is attacking Zane because Sam supports him. Born about 30 billion years ago. Okay, part 6. An alternate Zane. Ooh, look at this. See, I made Zane look darker to make him look more evil and sinister. Because nobody's going to take seriously someone with a sky blue shirt. Okay. Zane was sent to a teleport area, which is now in a time vortex. He went to the main hub and saw an orange-haired man with a beard being paralyzed, saying, "This isn't funny, Zane." Zane? Does that man have the same name as me? Zane said. Zane walked up to the killer space cow blocking Zerder's area. You will now be sent to 2058 AD. He says as he knocked Zane into the time vortex. Zane ended up in a building 43 years in the future. He entered the building and fought the killer space cows until a cow with pink eyes was in the way. I am the killer cow admin, and we are the cow ton. You will now be killed and devoured. Zane turned to normal, then turned to Corey's body, and he said, that whole mess again. And an extreme blizzard killed the killer space cow. He then reached Kristen, who said, when he sent me here, he said I was too slow. I think you'll have to be Kelly in order to fight him. Zane turned to normal, then turned to Kelly's body. He walked into Sagata's room and said, "Ah, you are lightning fast. I can see you might stand a chance against me. But I doubt it. I am Sagata Sanshiro, Chuck Norris's reincarnation. You need more than just speed to beat me." I have a lightning sword, a taser gun, and I can shoot lightning, Zane said. Then you are a worthy opponent. Let's begin. Tikanga Shuridan, Sagata said as he slowed down Zane. Rakurai Kageki, Zane said as he shot out lightning at Sagata. Sorry, Lord Locke, for I have failed you, Sagata said as he died. I'm not going to mourn too much of this. I'm not going to mourn too much over this. It says, okay, I'm reading it wrong. It says, I'm not going to mourn over this one too much. He seems to be the only one who isn't brainwashed, Zane said. The cow then sent him back to the time vortex. The orange-haired man said, the other Zane is weak to Sagata. You know too much. Calling all killer space cows. May the cow army cometh, the cow said. Zane turned to normal and then turned to Sagata's body and said, Jikan ga Tsurodon. I might be saying that wrong. I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying this right at all, so... slowing the cows down, he then proceeded to punch all of the killer space cows into the far future. Zane then walked up to Alt Zane. Ha! Even with my weakness, you cannot defeat me, the super team leader. Even without my team, I can destroy you with my Z crystal, Alt Zane said. Zane then used time slowdown. Z crystal! Alt Zane says he shot a Z crystal and it slowly headed towards Zane, and Zane deflected it. And he blew up in Alt Zane's face. But how? I'm the super team leader, Alt Zane said before he died. A voice then said, it's time you came to my time, but now I will control what form you'll be in. Zane was then teleported to the future, and the teleport area is put in its proper place. Oh, we got 4 cars this time. Let me get a little drink of water first, though. We're 3/4 of the way through, man. Okay. Segata, the defender of Sega. He is a Sega nerd from 2058 who does martial arts. He is Chuck Norris's reincarnation and has all the abilities he had back when he was Chuck Norris. Just now he defends Sega. He also has the ability to slow down his enemies. Born July 25th, 2018. Alt Zane, the Super Team Leader. He is the Super Team Leader and leader from another. He's a Super Team Leader from another universe. He is the spiritual descendant of the time god Zapion and uses the Z Crystal to attack. He can turn Super Elysian at will, but often forgets to do so even in dire situations. Also called Super Zane and Zapion's Light. Born January 31st, 1993. By the way, that's Alt Zane, but just not the regular Zane. Now we're getting the regular Zane. Zane, he is the main character. He can use the abilities and turn into enemies he defeats. Born January 31st, 2000. Hey, that's when I was born. Wonder what gave me that idea to use for that character. Anyways, Killer Cow General. He is the Killer Cow King's right-hand cow. He has blue eyes and hates fire. He leads the cow army. Born October 7th, 2005. Part 7. Zane Ascends. This looks like ascending to you. I don't know. Does this look like ascending to you? Turning into a girl and then turning Super Elysian? I don't know. Zane appears 65 years in his future and is turned to Mr. Ryan. He defeats Bruce's clones of his cat army. Zane then turns to Corey and defeats Abby's clones with Extreme Blizzard Attack. Zane is then turned to Don Mertank and he defeats Kelly's clone by using his psychic ability. Zane is then turned to Alt Zane and defeats Don Mertank with a Z Crystal. He is then turned to Bruce and defeats Mr. Ryan's clone with Super Great Punch. Zane is then turned to Abby and defeats Corey with Black Flame. Zane is then turned to Kelly and defeats Segata's clone with Lightning Strike. Zane is then turned to Segata and defeats Alt Zane's clone with the same way he defeated the original. He then went further and felt funny. Huh? What? He said. The 8 powers combined, and Zane became his reincarnation, which is a female robot. Well, okay, he said as he continued. Zane found the Killer Space Cow King, who said, I am the king of the Killer Space Cows. I did not expect you to make it this far, but whatever the case, I will take you down myself, he said. Z Crystal, he said as he shot a crystal and blew up the Killer Space Cow King. Zane continued on and found a gray cat. I am Tom. I will kill you, he said. Zane poked him and he died. I can't. I need a drink of water after that. That's hilarious. He continued and found an orange. Hello, Zane. Nice to see you again. I helped you earlier, but this is the part where I kill you, Orange said. Take this, traitor! Z Crystal! Zane yelled before shooting Z Crystal that killed Orange. Zane continued to the final room where he found Rock. So you've made it here, Rock said. And I'm going to stop you, Zane said. Nope, Rock said as he shot Zane with his Mega Buster. Oh dear, Zane thought. Zapion, please help me. And then the beginning happens. By the way, it's all that beginning text that happens. Okay, power transfer Hana, Zapin yelled. He then gave some of his power to him. He had become a Super Elysian. Wow, I feel much more powerful. Thank you. Oh, by the way, what's this form's name? Zane asked. It's along the lines of roll or something like that, Zapin said. Impossible! Well, no matter who you are, I'm telling you this. I'm not Rock anymore. I am Mega Man, and I will finish you. Zane didn't use Super Great Punch, and then Mega Man used Rolling Cutter. Zane didn't use Lightning Strike, and Mega Man used Super Arm. Zane then used Time Slowdown, Mega Man used Ice Slasher. Zane didn't use Black Flame, and Mega Man used Firestorm. Zane didn't use Extreme Blizzard Attack, and Mega Man used Thunder Beam. Zane didn't use Psychic Toss, and Mega Man threw a Hyper Bomb. Zane jumped back and shot a Z Crystal, severely damaging Mega Man. How did you defeat me? Mega Man asked. I won, Zane said. Not so fast, Mega Man said. What? Zane asked. I'm not the real problem. Airman is. He brainwashed me and my 11 allies so he can try to kill everyone. I'll use the last of my energy to send you back to the teleport area. Teleport Hana? Mega Man asked. Mega Man said, not asked. Mixing up words now. This is what happens when you speak for like 30 minutes. 35 minutes specifically. Zane was then sent to the teleport area and Mega Man died. And here we are. It's the final part. There's no cards for part 7. So, yeah. Part 8. We can defeat Airman. Hey, look at this. A little bit of Blue Marine Tux and Georgia. Along with Inez. And then Zane's supposed to be the one with brown hair. I think. Zane was greeted by Zapin in the teleport area. Welcome back to the teleport area, Zane. It's time to go to the Skyland area. Inez will join you. Georgia and Wilbur should already be there. Go talk to Mr. Hoffman to begin. Zane went to Inez, and Inez began to follow. They went to the Skyland area, and Mr. Hoffman said, "Are you ready?" Yes, Zane and Inez said. They were transported to Skylands. There you are. We've been waiting, Georgia said. Let's go and defeat Airman, Wilbur said. They then teamed up and went through the Skylands until they found a green orb. They went up to it and Airman appeared and said, "About time you showed up. You're the one responsible for the deaths of Bruce, Abby, Kelly, Don Mertank, Mr. Ryan, Corey, Sagata, Alt Zane, Dirty, the Pink Mexican Monkeys, Amanda, and Mega Man," Zane said. "You forgot to mention I killed Dr. Light myself," Airman said. "Well, whatever the case, you cannot get away with what you've done. We will destroy you." Z Crystal, Zane said. Blood Z Crystal, Ina said. Moonlight 5, Wilbur said. All 3 attacks did nothing. "See, you can't defeat me," Airman said. G Crystal, Georgia said. The leaves from the crystal clogged Airman's fan, causing him to explode. We have won, and to everyone who died in the process, may he rest in peace," Zane said. They then went home, and Zapin turned Zane back to normal. Okay, he said turned Zane back to normal. Okay. The end. Now, this isn't quite over yet. There's still more cards. Okay. First one. Airman the quote-unquote invincible. The Robot Master and Windstorm. He was built by Dr. Wily to kill Mega Man, but is trying to kill everyone else as well with his tornadoes. Born December 7th, 2079. Mega Man the Blue Bomber. He was built by Dr. Light to stop Dr. Wily, but was brainwashed by Airman to kill Zane. Born December 21st, 2077. Georgia, the other Super Team leader. She is the second leader of the Super Team and is Gagaja's spiritual descendant. Her father is Dark Omega. She uses G Crystal. Inaz, the Blood God. Corrupted by Mass, he is Alt Zane's biggest enemy. He is Red Grab King and Zapin's spiritual descendant. He is Blood Z Crystal. Born July 31st, 1992. Wilbur the Blue Marine Tux. He is a member of the Super Team who is allied with his uncle Sam. He defeated British Shorthair. He is Moonlight 5. Born November 22nd, 2003. Killer Space Cow King. He's the king of the Killer Space Cows and the god of shade. He was once defeated by Mr. Hoofman. Actually, twice defeated by Mr. Hoofman. Born about 35 billion years ago. Oh, there's still more. Mr. Hoofman and Zane. Mr. Hoofman is a horse with severe anger problems who is well known for defeating Killer Space Cows. Zane is the fire god who also happens to be a psychopath. Mr. Hoofman tramples people and Zane uses Blood Z Crystal. Born Mr. Hoofman, October 11th, 2003, Zane about 30 billion years ago. Tom the Cat. He is an earthling cat who tries to kill a mouse named Jerry and a boy named Zane. Born 1960s. No, it's not. It's probably more like 1940s, but you know. Anyways. Thanks for reading, or in this case, watching. War Boy 1-on-1, out. I'm gonna let it keep going for a few seconds, and